to Goonies World. My name is Goonie, also known as Colin, and I am joined, as always, by Meanie, also known as Ryan.
Well, hello there.
And Lunicorn, also known as Lynn.
Hey.
And our GM, Johnny Farrow, also known as Sean.
Hey, everybody.
And we have a special guest that we have not had on in a very long time. His name is Rev, also known as Scott.
Hey, I'm back.
He's back, everybody. Yeah, if you need to go way back in time in Goonies World and listen to the You Son of a Bitch, I'm In series we did. And that was the last time we were with Scott. And that wasn't pre-COVID, was it? No, it might have been after. But
no.
It's been a long
time. It has to have been
time.
After, because we were already doing Squadcast. Right?
That's right. But it's been a long time. And, of course, we go way back with Scott. Ryan and I do decades and decades. But tonight, Scott and Lynn just met in person, really. As in person as anyone meets these days across time zones.
True.
You know, tonight. Although, anyway.
But he wrote a song about me.
He did.
I did.
Unseen.
And I always was a fan of Lynn. So I always thought she added something special to the show.
Oh, well, thank you.
I think you all remember those texts that I sent. I used to send texts.
Yeah,
So
I
she
agree.
really-
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. She finally, though, just earned the right to introduce, an episode, a few
true.
episodes ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes a long time to
Took me a
really
long
get in.
time. I was like, I'm doing the first one. January.
Well, tonight we'll get back together. This is Scott's second game only of all time. I don't mean just online or anything of his life in terms of role-playing games. His last one was with us, and his second one will be with us, and probably the only ones he ever plays in his life will be here exclusive. We've, in fact, licensed his role-playing game life, and all of his games are exclusively licensed to Goonies World. That's the way it's going to be.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we're playing a game that came on an idea. I asked Scott, hey, what's an idea for a game? And he gave me one, and it kind of grew into this. So tonight we're playing a game called The Wizards of Filth. And it's kind of a rock and roll fantasy fable. We're playing in a world called the Glorious Empire. And it's sort of an anachronistic rock and roll fantasy world. It was once a sweet little world of fable and fairy tales until somehow music from our world began to leak into that one. And it sort of rock opera-ized that little fantasy world. So now it has a few great cities humming with clockwork and arcane energy. It's a world where melody is as mighty as steel, and the public is mad for music from crystal radios where they pick up our music, but they also make their own music and put it on acetate spell cylinders. And here, musical groups, musical troupes really, because they include musicians and performers of all kinds. They're not just performers, but they're sort of licensed wanderers, like part band, part battalion. And they roam freely, and not only do they rock and roll and put on great shows, but they delve into ruins and placate old gods and recover lost songs of power and outplay rival bands. And so you guys, most of you, are in such a group called the Necrodancers. And you're on tour right now. You've been touring along with a band called the Wizards of Filth, who are better than you and more established and better looking and a lot more talented, and they're assholes about it, and you hate them, and you rarely even interact with them. But it's always irritating, and you despise them above all others. But you're on the tour in the city of Riffmore, and you're at a big marshmallow festival here, actually. It's a bigger deal than it sounds like. It's the Riffmore Regional Marshmallow Festival. People, they come in from all over, and there's like all the streets are full of booths, right, with marshmallow sellers, and there's marshmallows of all sizes, shapes, colors. There's marshmallows dipped in shit on sticks, whatever you want, and they make a big deal of it. And of course, the Wizards of Filth are playing here tonight, same night as you. They're playing, however, at the Enormo Dome. And you guys are playing the micro stage at the micro brewery. You're the featured act on an 18-band bill. And so you'll be waiting for a while. I mean, you have hours and hours and hours. You can probably have the whole adventure before, you have to actually hit the stage. But you're here in the micro room of the mic. You'll be playing at the micro stage, which is right over in the corner. And you got to fit like 15 guys on that stage. You're not the only members of the band. The room's hot and crowded already. And the first group already went up there, and they're like doing like a sound check right now. They're called Thunderpants, and they're just starting to get ready. But meanwhile, let's meet you guys. Now, Scott's not here yet because you guys have a problem. The Necrodancers, you had a singer named Jet Starlux. It's kind of a dick, but a great singer. But unfortunately, good-looking guy, great look, nice fella, but he liked the glue. He was a glue sniffer. It was one of his secret vices. And, like a lot of drugs, he just had to keep pushing the envelope and pushing the envelope. And, soon tubes of glue weren't enough. He's getting, from school supply catalogs, he's ordering, wholesale tubes of glue. Finally, he resorted to dangerous activity. There's a lot of undignified ways to go, right? Like autoerotic, asphyxiation, that sort of dangerous stuff. But that's what he got to with the glue, and he had himself suspended over a boiling vat of glue, so the steam from the glue would rise and get into all his pores at once, and he could breathe it in. But the cable snapped, and he fell into the vat of glue. And, you barely had time to process all this. This just happened, in the last town you were in, Shreddingsville. And and you had to find a new singer quick. But you had heard a few spell scrolls of this cover band singer called Captain Sensation, who's played in various cover bands in Thundervale. And in a moment of drunken enthusiasm last night, you invited him to come here, and meet with you guys and do this show with you at least, because he knows your songs because you're established. He could at least have learned them. And that's when you'll meet him. But let's go ahead and meet you guys first. Enough of my yakking, as Rob Reiner once said. Let's boogie. Let's go ahead and start with Ryan. He'll tell us about his character and his role in the Necrodancers, and the stuff he's got, and yada, yada, yada.
Well, yeah, I suppose I will. My name's Legless. Lego-less, not legless. I've got legs, just in case you were wondering. I've got two legs. Technically I've got three.
You just don't have any
really.
Legos, though, because you're Lego-less.
I don't have any Legos. I don't like Legos. I don't like building things. Anyway, that's not the point. I've got three legs. Well, I've got two legs attached to my body, and I've got one extra one my cousin. It's a long story, but essentially, I've got a femur that I use as a bow to play my violins with, and I've got it's all lacquered up. My cousin. Well, I could tell you the story. Well, anyway, it's imbued with his consciousness. And anyway, and he hates playing music, and I use it for a weapon sometimes. I can smack people with it, and it does a bit of damage. He hates that even more than playing songs, though. But anyway, so I'm a tall bloke, tall, medium-ish, I suppose, really. But very skinny, scrawny, horribly malnourished. I sort of I don't ever eat or sleep. I just do a lot of drugs. And so I've got the ribs poking out, and I'm just very pale. And I used to have dark, poofy hair, but it's all gone white at this point. So it's all all stringy and white, and I'm all very gaunt and pale, except for under my eyes I've got dark circles under my eyes, and of course I accentuate that with eyeshadow and eyeliner. Yeah. So anyway, but yes. So I play stringed instruments with a bow made of a human femur that used to belong to my cousin.
Well, there you go. Okay. And now you're not the only person in the Necrodancers, of course. I believe that in some ways our next character could count for two people almost. Goonie, tell us about your character.
Hi, everybody. I'm Handy Dandy, and I'm a puppeteer. And this little guy on my hand here, this little sock, his name is Spanky. And why don't you say hello, Spanky? Shut up, you fool. Yes, my name is Spanky, but I speak when I want to speak, and I'm in control here, not you. I am... You think that I am the puppet, but no, you are the puppet, and I will tell you what I want you to do at the. Spanky's cranky today. I'm sorry. But that's enough out of you.
Okay.
Dude, I quit. I quit. That's too funny.
So he is dressed like a 18th century guy with a powdered wig and a poofy shirt. And then Spanky is just a sock puppet it's like a white sock with button eyes and some red yarn for hair.
Dude, I thought my concept was funny, and then you started talking. Jesus Christ.
Wow. You got any weapons with you? Because as I say, you're part band, part battalion.
I have a big paddle.
It's a humiliating weapon. Yeah.
Of course, Spanky can hold that if I.
Oh yeah. Cool. Perfect.
Yeah. And then that's my melee weapon. For my ranged weapon, I have a cabbage catapult that I just pull everywhere I go, just in case I need it.
Yeah.
I do have a spell.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll save that.
Yeah, you can
surprise.
save it. Don't to give everything away. We surprise us. I've already forgotten what you picked too, so it'll surprise me. Okay, and so part of the entertainment is puppeteering, and so I'm sure Spanky maybe he sings on a few numbers too, right? I assume.
No, I will not sing. I will not lower myself that way. I'm a serious person. I'm deadly serious, and this whole joke. This joke band, I'm not a part of it. I want nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Spanky is cranky.
Spanky is cranky.
I hate when people say that.
Now, Spanky, I got this soap on a rope here. I'm going to wash your mouth out if you don't behave.
I'm sorry. Don't do that again, please.
Yeah, everybody's got like a couple of random items from a table we made, and this is our own system. I mean, we made it up at the last minute. I did, maybe within the last week. And you'll be happy to know it is entirely unplay-tested, which is what we're doing tonight. And Lynn, you were once unplay-tested,
It's true.
but you've had many decades of gaming behind you now. And what character have you come up with for us?
So I will be playing Nova Voltbreaker, and I am a contortionist, and I also play the jaw harp or the mouth harp. You might also know it as the juice harp, but we're not going to call it that because it's not nearly as funny as a jaw harp or a mouth harp. I'm a little twisted. I like dead baby jokes and that kind of thing. Very funny.
Okay,
very,
everybody
very
start
funny.
thinking of dead baby
Yeah,
jokes.
I know. I meant to look some up before we started.
Trigger warning: dead baby jokes.
Yes, exactly. I have a huge doobie with me that hopefully
in
will be
handy.
smoking. And, my melee weapon is pancake flail. It leaves a sticky spot.
It does.
Every time I
You
hit
smack-
something.
You don't get smacked with a pancake.
That's right.
All right.
And, I don't know. I guess, I got a real metal look with the spiky hair. It's big. It sticks out from my head at least 10 inches.
I'm picturing Nikki Sixx,
Big hair,
like
that's right.
Too Fast for Love era hair.
Yes,
here,
yes.
Didn't
But
you
it's-
actually, though, you used to have that hair in real life, though, Lynn, to be
did.
honest?
I really,
Yeah, you
I
did.
did, but it was blonde, and I think so. It was
You
more
Vince Neil.
hair. Yeah, it was more Vince Neil hair. Chris Lentz had the Nikki Sixx hair, for sure. Nova has spiky hair, and it is white, bleached blonde with black streaks in it.
Okay. All right. So, these are just some of the Necrodancers who are sitting here in the hot room, in the micro room, in front of the micro stage at the micro brewery here in Riffmore. and you're supposed to meet here right about around this time. You know, it's like a little before noonish when festivals usually start. You're supposed to meet this Captain Sensation. I mean, you don't even know who he really is. You just know this stage name, and you've heard him sing. You haven't even seen him. Like I said, you were kind of desperate and drunk, and enthusiasm burst when you sent him a message. And when you look up, though, there's a guy approaching your table, and you know it must be Captain Sensation. I don't even know what he looks like exactly, but we're about to all find out. Scott, what does he look like? Let me ask you first. What does Captain Sensation look like when he walks in the bar? What's it like when Captain Sensation walks into a bar? What happens?
Wow. Well, first of all, I think everyone takes notice, especially the swingers. Because, I don't know. I mean, he's just a very pansexual, sort of a futuristic sex beast of a man and a woman. I mean, he's just a little bit of everything. Kind of David Bowie with a lot more chest hair, you know, and he's also in real life he's a doctor, Dr. Lance Thunderstone. So he does some life coaching, marriage counseling as well. And I wanted to talk about his instrument because I think it's very important. He plays the bass, but it's a futuristic Kink bass. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a Kink bass, but
No.
it has tubes that run off of it that the audience members can literally put inside them into any orifice they choose. So if once
that deep bass.
That's why they call him Captain Sensation. When he starts plucking the bass, the tubes come out and they'll go in any orifice, and they don't discriminate. They will go. If there's an adult in the room, it's going to get plugged up by the Kink machine.
I assume it has a consent detector somewhere.
Consent detector, right. It's got a consent detector.
Consent detector, of course.
Of course. Everything's very safe and proper.
Consent detector or trigger warning, whatever you want. I mean, the alarm is the bass. When you hear the bass sound, you want to take your shirt off, pull your pants down, something, because you're about to get the tube of sensation.
The first time in history anyone ever wanted a bass solo.
Right. It could be all bass solo the whole night. You don't know that, you know. And I mean, it was especially hard because I came from a Yes cover band called No, so and it didn't really go. And we had a song that charted called "Everyone's a Narcissist Except Me." So, I mean, you guys, when you see this bass attack these orifices, you're gonna want me in this band, is what I'm saying, because we're gonna defeat the Wizards of Filth with our own brand of filth. And for me to introduce myself to you, along with my kinky bass, is I really want us to make new filth, a brand new filth, together.
So, suppose someone were to put one of the pipes in their mouth and blow.
Let's go, guys.
Does it make a sound, or is it strictly sound-wise a traditional bass?
One way we could find out.
That thing's going in my mouth as soon as we start playing.
The best part about this is the first thing I thought of was the sound man. I was like, can I get more bass in the monitor?
I'm going to feel the bass drop.
Oh, man. Thank you. Just want to thank you. It was a good time. I'll see you guys later. That was great. This instrument, I should have drawn it. I'm going to draw it into a drawing, and we'll add it.
Totally.
Well, you see that. You realize what you're going to be getting. He's not only a vocalist, but this could be a new
It's
thing.
a kinky machine. Kinky machine.
And I think I am both simultaneously intrigued and frightened of it.
Will it
Same.
will it go into socks, like into puppets, puppet holes? I'd like to try it. I was at first I was going to tell everybody that I don't trust a new lead singer because I thought he might be a spy from the Wizards of Filth, and I thought we were going to torture him. But then he walked in, and I thought, okay, no, we have to have this man, and we have to have his bass. In fact, I would like to leave the hand of Handy Dandy. I want a new hand up in me. I want to feel your hand inside of me.
But you can't do that. You're staying right where you are, Buster.
So, I keep forgetting it's like not a separate creature, character, but only the same guy, right, with a hand.
Spanky is not a sentient thing. It's like this guy has some severe mental issues.
And, I don't know if the instrument will go into a puppet, but I'm willing to try. First of all, I'm suspecting though that it's more of an organic sort of David Cronenberg-esque sort of thing. I don't know. I mean, unless you guys, want me to bass fuck a puppet. I mean, I don't know. You might have to take bass fuck out of. Is bass fuck a word?
No, I think we can leave bass fuck in. We just can't put it in the title. I don't think Podbean doesn't like to,
No.
anything fuck, really. But
sorry.
we are a show for
lover.
adults,
I'll watch my. Should I watch my language?
No.
No.
We don't care. It's just when we write the titles and stuff. That's the only thing they care about. Content is fine. We can bass fuck all we want on the podcast. It's going to be great.
Coitus?
Bass. Well, I prefer the simple, honest, direct language. So let's go with bass fuck. That will be
Bass
the
fuck.
canonical term from now on. Well, as you're having this conversation, a fella does walk up to the table. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it over here. You heard you just talking about the Wizards of Filth, right? You said you was gonna get them. He's gonna get the Wizards of Filth. This guy, he's wearing like an all gold lame outfit. He doesn't look like how he sounds. It was a high collar, and he goes, "Oh, I'm the gutter mage. Maybe you ain't. I don't sing like this. So I'm performing 7th on the bill. I love you guys. Love you guys' stuff. And that's a hell of a bass instrument you got there, fella. So listen, I gotta tell you, with Wizards of Filth you mentioned, I hate those motherfuckers too. Now, they's in town already. They're playing the Enormo Dome tonight, or whatever it is, right? And but they literally beat up an old woman, a defenseless old woman. You believe that? Beat up an old lady. Now, who would attack an old lady? What kind of? They got her right at the House of Healing, across the street there. I was going to bring her some flowers, but I didn't want to go in there because they only play ambient music and sensitive singer-songwriter, folksy type stuff. I didn't want to go in there and bring her the flowers, but I'll tell you, somebody ought to bring her some flowers and cheer up. 'Cause those Wizards of Filth, man, they's filthy. And they robbed her too, from what I heard. Some bitches.
Oh my God!
Yeah, poor little old lady. Can't believe that, but I really hate the Wizards of Filth for that. Hey, why do you all hate the Wizards of Filth so much?
They suck. They're not very good, but everyone thinks they're good. I don't understand. Look at us. We've got contortionists, puppeteers, and now we have this new kink bass wait. Now you tell me you boys got a new singer? Well, he was going to try out. I think, we don't
try out.
Well, we haven't heard him yet.
Should I try out?
Yeah, we took one look at his instrument, though, and we're pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so you guys go on.
I mean, he's going to have to sing really, 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 really bad to not get hired.
Yeah, you got a lot of pressure on you now because you guys headlining the bill tonight. This is gonna be your first time ever with this band trying out and doing a headlining show at the same time. Wow, that's gonna be a lot of pressure on you. But say,
We thrive on pressure.
so you just hate them because they suck, right? None of them ever screwed you over personally, them Wizards of Filth?
Well, not directly, but they're just terrible. They're terrible assholes all the time.
Well, that much true, I guess. Beating up those old ladies.
Yeah, the drummer one time tried to cop a feel on my boobie.
Hell, drummers will do that.
Yeah, they will.
Just one?
Just from
One-
the Wizards of Filth.
No.
She's
drummer,
only
one-
got
I mean,
one.
more than one's copping my boob.
She's only got
before,
one
but-
boob.
What?
She's a
Please,
I'm so
Mono boobs.
please, only have one boob. Mono boob.
Mono boob.
This is mastered. This is mastered in mono boob.
I prefer uniboob.
Uniboob is good too.
Lunaboob. Lunaboob.
Ah,
Perfect.
Yay! You guys got to make merch. I don't know why you guys are not making merch.
Man,
Hey,
we need an artist to make some merch. So maybe we
Hey,
can make
I,
a partnership there.
right on.
That's right.
Hey,
yeah.
I wrote that. You remember the note I wrote, Sean? Do I use it or not?
Yeah,
you
I
wanna
think
go
you
with
should.
that,
I think I'm like literally trying to fish it out of you right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so years ago, the Wizards of Filth left a child on the doorstep of my grandmother, and then they knocked on the door, and when she opened up the door and saw the child, the wizards killed her. And then they forced that child, that was me, to raise myself. So it's a miracle that I'm here, and I don't really know much about my backstory other than that. Then I was
Well, do you-
orphaned by the wizards.
That's right.
Do you know how they killed your grandmother, your grandmum?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
It's
Well,
it's very
Hard to talk about.
intimate.
It's hard to talk about.
It's private information.
Well, I assume it must have been quite a time ago. But
Yeah,
if
literally-
you don't want to talk about
No,
it,
literally, my brain was the first thing my brain thought of was they shoved a whole package of dry saltines into her mouth until she died.
Oh, that's awful.
So
Long,
let's just
lingering.
go with that. Can we go with that?
yeah, it's a long, lingering way to go.
My apologies to Nabisco and
It's like a gut
And they didn't give her anything to wash it down with at all.
no,
Oh my God.
it's filthy. It was crackered filth.
all right. Well, I just wanted to make sure because my cousin, who got this femur from, he was a rather violent person, and I just want to make sure he couldn't have been responsible for it. But that is not his MO. Saltines.
He's not a cracker man. Got it.
Cracker man. No, well, no, that's terrible. Now, see, it sounds like this beating up old ladies is something those Wizards of Filth like to do on the regular.
Right, and I think I'm out for a little bit of revenge. I'm starting to feel that in my gut, the fire of revenge in my gut.
Yes. I think we have to go and annihilate the whole band right now.
Well, now, I don't know about that, but tell you what, I feel, would you take these flowers over to the poosh, and he poofs some flowers out of his wrist, and he goes, that's part of the thing, that's part of what I do, poof things out of my sleeves, right? Gutter mage, woo, rock and roll magician, that's me. Anyway, problem is, here in this world, y'all got the music all the time. Me, I'm from Mobile, so, we ain't got magic where I come from. We got a lot of rock and roll. Anyway, I'll tell you what, would you take these flowers over to that old sweet old lady? I mean, you can't give flowers to your grandma now. It's a little too late for that. Maybe you can go find out something more. Maybe she can give you a clue on how to get them Wizards of Filth. Now, I know it's not much, but flowers might help. And it beats sitting around waiting for these assholes to finish. And he points to the band that's currently on the stage. And the Crypt Kicker Orchestra's next, and you don't want to be around for them.
Let me see those flowers.
They're beautiful, fresh flowers.
Yeah, but Are they tricked? Do they squirt out water or something?
No, not that kind of magician. It's all just flash with me. That's it. I got one thing: shoot things out of my wrist. That's it.
I want to smell them, make sure everything's up to code.
They smell absolutely beautiful. They smell peaceful, restorative, lovely scent. You could bottle it. Wow, you'd have something.
Are you worried that they're poisonous? Or are they? Is it a trick?
Yeah, well, I was worried that we were just going to present these flowers without checking them first to this old lady, and then like acid shoots out of them or something.
Sprays in her face. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past the Wizards of Filth to stoop to such.
Well, we won't know for sure until we torture this man here. What did you say your name was?
I'm the Gutter Mage. That's the stage name. Yeah.
And you're not a spy from the Wizards
No, I'm not
of
a
Filth?
spy. No, told you I'm from Mobile. I got picked up in a cyclone one day, and here I ended up. I had to make the best of it.
Does anybody have any items or anything that we might see if this is the truth, or?
Oh, I don't know if
Sort of-
anyone can detect his lies. I mean, you're a doctor, you're a therapist. You want to draw a card to see if you can tell if he's on the level? I mean, this is what you do for a living.
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
Look for body
yeah,
clues.
let's do that.
All right.
I'm gonna, for micro expressions.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we.
I
said
mean, the
you're
only
like-
other thing I could do is like whip out my bass and play a solo, have a tube come out and go in one of your orifices and bring you to multiple orgasms until we, that might help. I don't know, or it might just be fun.
It might
Let's
just
go
be
there.
fun.
Let's draw a card. Let's draw a card.
Okay, now you want to draw cards to do that, or just
No.
See if
I want
he's
to
on the
save
level.
that. I want to save that because I think there's a big thing at the end where we bring an entire audience to orgasm. We're
I mean, they do call it a
literally
climax.
gonna yeah, that's right. The climax is the climax.
Well, it better be. But you're happy to know though that you draw 3 black cards. They're all successes. They're not face cards. They're not a huge success. But yeah, you obviously you feel like very confident this guy's on the level and that he's perhaps not too deep an individual, not canny enough to lie, got a good heart, wants to bring flowers to an old lady, but he just hates ambient music and sensitive singer-songwriter music so bad he's not going to go to the House of Healing. But that House of Healing, it's just right across the park there. It's not too far away, easy walking distance, and you got plenty of time. It'll be 9-10 hours before you guys get on.
Well, I mean, I being that I am a doctor, I do trust him, and if you don't, I think that I'll take the flowers and deliver them. Though I want you to have first dibs, you and your puppet friend.
I trust him. I think we could.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like he just wants us to really help out this old lady who's been really hurt by this awful band, the Wizards of Filth, and I think if we can brighten her day, we should.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Everybody's looking and like they think they'd be fine with that. So yeah, once the Crypt Kicker orchestra starts, you're glad to leave the place. That's just, there's good music and there's bad music, and it's bad music badly played. And how they got on this bill, you'll never know. But at least they were only second. Anyway, you get out of there and go through the park. Now, one of the reasons that Riffmore, as I said, is having the Marshmallow Festival. So as you walk out into the park, when I say park, it's more like a plaza or a square. It's mostly, cobblestoned up, and there's a fountain in the middle, and there's shops and stores and places all around it facing it. And it's just one of many such plazas in the city that's hosting the Marshmallow Festival. And so the marshmallow vendors are all out, as I said, many different colors. marshmallows and sizes and different shapes, and marshmallows dipped in things on sticks. I don't know if anybody wants to stop and sample a few marshmallow stacks on the way in, or maybe get some marshmallows to bring to the sweet old lady. But we'll assume you...
They got any marshmallows filled with vodka?
They do. Marshmallows filled with all kinds of... In fact, fused in liqueurs from the very beginning of their preparation. Yes, yes. Yeah. And if you want to get some vodka marshmallows...
Hard marshmallow.
Hard marshmallows. Yeah, you pick up some hard marshmallows. Yeah. What will be even better than that, of course, would be hard marshmallow fluff.
Wouldn't that be called? Wouldn't it be a harshmallow?
Harshmallow. This is harshmallow, man. This is harshmallow. Well, I'm sure you guys can get that. Do you want to smoke your doobie on the way, or are you saving that for later, or is it just kind of an ever so big that you could smoke it whenever you want, which is funnier?
It's so big, I can smoke it whenever I want.
Yeah, never ever.
So yeah, I'll take a few puffs from time to time.
Yeah.
If any of my bandmates want to puff.
Yeah, they can always reach over.
Well, normally I don't, because it's not hard enough. It's not like heroin. It's not heavy, But I could take a few puffs, I suppose.
Yes, I would like to take some puffs as well.
Okay, well, you guys take some puffs. Now, the heroin festival, unfortunately, was like last weekend when they had the heroin. You guys missed that on the tour. Actually, you were here last weekend. You didn't tell anybody. You took a caravan overnight and went here and got some heroin and went back to the hotel room, and before anyone knew on the tour. But you don't have to tell anybody that. Anyway, the House of Healing is there, and indeed, just as you suspected, they're playing some music that you're not used to. Now, I don't know exactly what music the Necrodancers play, your group, but in here right now, there's not ambient music playing, but there is very much a sensitive singer-songwriter vibe going on, and it's unpleasant. So you probably want to get in and out, but the nurses are very quick to direct you to Mildred Fierce, who is the old woman who was hurt. When you go into her room, she's got blue hair, but it's not like old lady blue, but it's like raspberry Jolly Rancher blue. And oh, flowers, that's so sweet of you. You come on in, kids. Come on in. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh, you don't look a day over 40, some of you. Oh, just youngins. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, you see there's already some flowers in here. She must be well thought of in the community. And so I don't believe I remember you. Of course, I meet so many people, and I met so many people back when I used to be the lead usherette at the Brighton Street Theatre. You may know the old Brighton Street Theatre, a landmark here before it was closed down. Dark goings on there. But never mind all that. Thank you so much. Of course, that's why everyone's interested whenever they want to talk to me. They want to hear about the old days at the theatre. So, I, of course, suffered this terrible beating. So, those awful Wizards of Filth. I certainly hope you're not like them.
No, never. We all hate them.
Oh. Now, who are you again? Collectively, I mean, you're some kind of group. I can tell you're some sort of. I can tell from the way you're dressed, from your hair and
We're the Necrodancers.
Oh, the Necrodancers. That's clever, isn't that clever?
Isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know how to fit 10 babies into a bowl?
I do not. I can imagine. I suppose it would have to be a very big bowl.
With a blender.
Oh dear.
Oh,
My.
horrible.
Do you know how to get them out?
With a straw? I don't know.
You're close. That's good. Now you're thinking. With tortillas.
Oh, I think I should prefer a straw, you see. I don't like to eat while I'm wearing my dentures.
Yeah, actually, I think a straw is actually a better punchline to that. I meant to work on my dead baby joke.
Well, that's why you're part of a group. You collaborate, yes?
Exactly.
My, that's an interesting-looking instrument.
Let me make a note with the straw.
Her eyes are distracted by the big bass. That's an interesting-looking instrument you've got there. That's a rather big bass, isn't it?
I don't think you should be showing that to old ladies.
Do I need to put it back in the case, or?
Oh, no need for that. It just made me think of older times. You know, that beastly bass player from the Wizards of Filth. He had a very large bass too. But it was a stand-up, upright bass. Very large. Didn't have those interesting attachments that yours seems to have. But anyway, I'm sorry. I was distracted for a moment, like I said there. But yes, they beat me, those terrible Wizards of Filth. Punched me right in the face several times, and a gut punch. Who gut punches an old lady? But they were asking me all kinds of questions, too, just like everyone else does, about the old Brighton Street Theater.
You want us to kick their asses?
Well, I should very much hope that someone would kick their asses. I don't know, though. They're quite powerful. This Plot Rock the Rampager, he's that upright bassist, and he was a very beastly, bulging man with such anger in him. And then one of them hit me with a whip, and it hurt my feelings so badly. She called it an ego whip. It was terrible. And then they stole, but what did they steal? They didn't steal any of the money. I've been well provided for. They didn't steal any of my jewels except for the turquoise. There was one who turned around and went back for the turquoise. And they said, "Dave, don't go back for the turquoise," but he did. And meanwhile, I was being beaten and whipped, and one of them was just laughing and trying to make a bet with one of them whether I would die or not from the beating. And anyway, it was terrible. But the only thing they stole was the old key. I still had the key to the lower levels of the old Brighton Street Theater, just as an heirloom, really. The top of it's, of course, fallen into disrepair, and it's partly submerged by now. But I couldn't help it. They were talking after a while as they were looking around looking for the key, because I didn't volunteer its information, obviously. And they said they were looking for something hidden in the basement of the theater. There's this certain song that was inscribed on silver plates. Now, I remember something like that, but I don't think it would be something they should want. It was locked away, this song inscribed on the plates, and it should never be played. Never be played, this song, because it would bring on the age of emo into this world. But I heard these Wizards of Filth said they were going to do a new arrangement so that it brings on something they called the Filthocalypse. The Filthocalypse. I don't like the sound of that at all.
No.
Do you know, is it an original or is it a Nickelback song?
I was going to say I think it was written by Satan, but it's more or less apples, tomato, tomato, right?
This cannot be allowed. We must
That's
stop
right.
this at all costs.
Agree.
Well,
Ryan, are you? Did you have a stroke?
No, I dropped a card under my desk and I couldn't find it. I had to,
yeah, our listeners have no way of knowing Ryan's been crawling around on the floor, dropped off the camera and is crawling around on the floor throughout this conversation.
Oh, no.
And but we just kept going. We're professionals, even though we thought he was having a stroke. We just kept going. Show must go on.
Right.
That's right. Well, I mean, it seems to me that we have to. I mean, not just for ourselves, but for the little old lady, we have to find a way to destroy the Wizards of Filth.
What was this song, though? I'm very interested in this song. Do we need to? I think we should try to beat them to it.
No, but you don't want to bring on the age. You don't want to bring on the age of emo. Or maybe you do. Look at your eye makeup.
No. I think we need to. I don't want to bring on the age of emo, but we need to stop them from bringing on the Filthocalypse.
The Filthocalypse, certainly, yes.
Filthocalypse, whatever. Hickory dickory docalypse.
Well, yes, I suppose you better get going then. It's the old Brighton Street Theater. It's in the center of town. The part that was flooded.
Yeah, we don't have the key, though. How are we going to get in?
Well, I don't know. I imagine they're already in there.
Well, I hope they left it unlocked.
Because they're playing at the Enormo Dome tonight.
Yeah, we better
There's got to be a way that we can get in. Is there?
Well, we've got magic.
disguises or spells or something with the puppet or...
Well, the place is abandoned, so you shouldn't have any trouble getting into the upper levels. But there was getting into the lower levels could be tricky. And I know they did some remodeling even after I retired, so I'm not sure how to get down there. But you seem very resourceful. I'm sure you could just go break in, be heroic, storm the castle, as it were.
Immediately.
Do love a good castle storming.
We will go immediately.
All right. Well, you guys
wait, before we leave,
yes.
I would like to deeply and romantically kiss the old woman. I think it would be a shame if I didn't just plant one on her and maybe a light squeeze. With her permission, of course. So
yes, her. Well, you get out your consent detector, beep 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 beep, and she's perfectly consenting to long, slow, deep, wet, romantic kiss.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Oh, talk about the old days. Reminds me of a pool boy I once knew. Thank you for that. Oh, made an old lady feel very special. And
you also remind me of a pool boy I once knew. So, in a way, we were both each other's pool boys. Just for a moment.
Okay, well. So, yeah, that's it, though. You guys leave her there in the House of Healing, and you get back out and walk through the Marshmallow Festival. And, of course, it's the center of town, so you got to take a tram. You got to take one of their little elevated trams. They're not even full-on trains, There's, little three-seaters. There's a cute little train. And you pass the Enormo Dome, where, of course, the Wizards of Filth will be playing this evening. And then at the end at the terminus of the tram line, there's some stairs that go down and a hill that goes down the street. But the city of Riftmore beyond that has mostly been abandoned because there was flooding there, many years ago, and it just stayed. They just had to abandon that part of the city, and it's only waist deep. But still, it makes it uninhabitable. And there's been some talk and efforts pumping it out and reclaiming it and yada yada, and creating an arts district there. But hasn't come to fruition. So you look down into this strange world, half submerged, and it's obvious which one the old Brighton Street Theater is. I mean, it's got a huge theater marquee. And the last show that was up, no one will ever know what it was. It's like trying to play Wheel of Fortune to figure out what it was, because certain letters have been removed from the sign. And apparently they did, and she would have explained to you, they did musical theater here primarily. Musical performances, but also plays and all kinds of things. And it was premier theater for decades in the olden times. But of course, had to be abandoned. And you'll have to wade into the water, though, waist deep, and drag your catapult through it and everything else, unless you guys have some magical way to float or fly across that I haven't thought of, or whether you can crawl down or jump across rooftops. I don't know. How do you want to get down into this bad submerged neighborhood?
I was going to ask you, because you said that I had to get together some spells and whatnot.
Yeah, I told you in an email, but you didn't do it. So,
but I did write it down. I did write down this list.
Oh, you did? You did do it.
Maybe you can. I don't know what it means. It just says hand-to-hand spell range. Okay, that's what I needed to come up with.
You're right.
So this is all I wrote.
He's wrote the instructions.
I figured we could come up with them in the moment.
Okay, so all right.
You could make them up, or we could roll the dice real quick and see what they are.
Well, fuck that list then.
So you can make them up or come up. Well, what do you use for a hand weapon? Let me just ask you. It could be your base. I mean, Ryan uses his instrument for both melee and ranged. You could beat people with the base or the tentacles.
I think the base is really, the kinking machine is really the thing. Whatever I wrote here is, forget this. We'll throw that over there.
And also, I guess it could be a ranged weapon too, because the tentacle part, the tubes could fly out across the room and smack someone, or poke them, or whatever. And Yeah, as far as spells go, there's like
Okay.
6 different ones you could choose, but the easiest one's a burst of damage of some kind. Like we could heal somebody or create light or push them, but we won't worry about that. There's probably enough magic floating around this party. Maybe you don't get your first spell until you're officially a member of the Necrodancers. Yeah.
All right. Well, then.
Yeah.
I'll rely on the veteran players to get us across.
Yeah, but I really don't think you do have any magical way of getting across.
I really don't.
Asking, 'cause sometimes I forget what you guys have picked. Any crazy ideas? You just want to wade into the water.
My spell would not be applicable here.
Okay.
I don't know what this poof potion exactly does. I mean, it says I get a...
It gives you a +1 zing, +1 to your zing for the whole scene.
Okay.
But that's not really... Yeah. No, it sounds like you guys just have to wade down in the water, and that's fine. Or you could climb up and go across rooftops, but that'd be risky. You got to jump and jump. This way, probably just be gross. It's got a... and you realize that you worry if you're going into a basement of a place that's flooded, how stable could it be? But you can worry about these things as you wade out, and the water's cold, get down waist deep, nasty, and it's got kind of a foul smell to it. But you do rather quickly and without any mishap get to the theater itself. Now you can see it's great marquee. The old glass is all broken. Anybody could just walk in, and they have. There's graffiti everywhere. And this is just here where the lobby was. Stuff's collapsed and moldy and nasty. But there's several steps up is the good news, to where you get out of the actual water, coming up the few stairs up to the level of the lobby. But everything's still soggy and nasty. There's some old posters. They're mostly mildewed and you can't read them. But there's one for Rock You to Death, a romantic comedy that played here many years ago. And Lord Scream-a-Lot's 12 Angry Hedgehogs. That one was everybody's heard of that one. But they had some good shows back here in the day. But you'll just have to walk in and look around. Now, there actually are, though, if you look around and you could look for clues just from right here, right? And so if you want to draw some cards and make some thought draws, as I think we'll refer to them, just to see if you can notice a clue, you can certainly do that. Anyone who wants to can draw a card equal to their thoughts. I've drawn for Captain Sensation, but I drew actually the worst thing you can draw in this system, which is a red Joker, which is just catastrophically bad failure to notice anything other than his own reflection in a broken mirror at the end of the room. He becomes enraptured with his own image for a while and just doesn't notice shit. But hey, at least you won't draw that later during a fight. Anyone else want to draw a card and see if they can find any clues?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of people. All right, well, let's draw some cards. Draw cards equal to your thought, and a black card is a success, and a black face card is like a great success. But what did you draw? Hey, I see one black face card out there. That's a clue that maybe you could find. How'd you do, Colin?
Just a 10 of clubs. Just a success.
Is it black? Yeah, black.
Yes.
Success. Okay, that's great. And I don't know if our friend Ryan is. Oh, he's showing us a card. He's muted, but he's showing a black card or black face card. So it sounds like you guys are going to find every clue there might be to find. Well, first of all, you find some very filthy footprints. Very filthy footprints in the water. And by filthy, I mean literally just seem like they were made by the Wizards of Filth, because they leave like a filth trail. It's everywhere they go.
Follow that filth.
Yeah. There's also, though, some turquoise dust on the floor, and a mark that's dragged all the way across the carpet and ripped a strip to the old carpet, which was easy because it was old and wet. It takes a while to realize it's actually the bottom supporting peg of an upright base that someone has dragged across the room. And there's also a scent of a perfume that's quite lovely, and a few bubblegum bubbles on the floor, just the bubblegum bubbles, as if they're very small, as if they were forced to have a tiny pipe, but they haven't been popped yet. And if you want to step on one or pop one, let me know. Otherwise, the floor looks pretty rickety, but it looks like the Wizards of Filth got across it. Okay, but sags in a few places and looks a little unpleasant. What do you guys do?
I'm suspicious that the bubbles might be some sort of trap they've left behind to alert them to anyone following them.
Yeah, so don't step on the bubbles.
Okay, well, I'll assume you move across without stepping on the bubbles. And with so many black face cards, that's great, because they were hard to see. And if you're right, then that could have been a bad thing for you. You never know. As it stands, the only thing you'll have to do is get across the rickety floor without it cracking. So if you could all draw flesh cards as you walk across the room.
Now we're never going to know. We're never going to know about the bubbles, though. You know, whenever I listen to this show and the group passes up something like that, as a listener, I'm like, what the fuck was the bubble? You know? Yeah. Are we ever going to know? Will you tell me after the show?
I will. And also, you still might find out if you...
Okay.
You're free to go and trigger that bubble trap or whatever it is.
You have complete freedom of agency.
Find out what it is.
You know, if it even is a trap at all.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, it might just be...
my character was just not going to do it, but you do whatever you want, man.
Right.
Yeah, you could pop a bubble. Of course, everybody might want to leave the room first if it's a trap.
All right.
But
anyway.
But do you want to pop one? Because it's no big deal. I mean, it might not be any big deal. Everybody else could cross. First, let me put it this way. First things first. To get to the bubble gum, you'd have to cross the room, which itself looks dangerous. So let's draw face cards, and when you're halfway across, you want to grab some gum.
Sure.
In fact, I would think maybe a terrible result on this could involve accidentally stepping on bubble gum. But your flesh is only weak because you had to raise yourself, right? You were malnourished. You had like nothing but like fruit roll-ups and mac and cheese, you know. And so I drew a card for you, though, and it's 8. It's a black 8, the 8 of spades, and you're fine. You get across the room with no trouble. Do you want to pick up or pop a little bubble?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I want to.
All right.
Should I?
Well, you should do whatever you want. In a game, you have it's only your second game. You can do whatever.
Wink at me or something? I mean...
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just kidding.
I think as a game master... Yeah, I have to be fair and impartial. But no, sometimes you put something there like, do you want to do that? And the players obviously... Hey, you should see what happens. You listen to the show, you should see what happens when our regular games that aren't on the show... If I put a magical statue in a room, Goonie's we won't get into it, but, you know.
Well, there's always one guy in every party that is going to grope a statue. If you have a statue.
You tell yourself whatever you need to tell.
Is it just me?
Statue humping that happens,
too. Well, see, I know the problem is I know what a troublemaker Sean is, too. Like, I just keep... I tell this story about you all the time. It's very short. But it's not incriminating.
If it's embarrassing and personal or incriminating.
No, it's cool as hell because you and I lived together for a little bit, and you remember there was a dive bar up the road.
Yes, and it shall remain nameless, but yeah,
we will not name it. And you were responsibly hanging out there having a cheeseburger and a Coke, and. Right. You may have put like a $20 bill in the jukebox and played Dancing Queen
by ABBA
like 50 times, and then there might have been an angry mob that chased you down the street.
Well, actually, a guy called me the F word, and I don't mean fucker, because I was writing in a journal. I know this is stupid, okay? I was writing in a journal at the bar, and the guy's like, keep writing in your book. Oh, wait. Now I have to edit it, because I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, you got to edit it. But
I got to edit it. That's all right. I watched a rerun of Kids in the Hall recently. They're doing the same thing now because Scott Thompson said that word constantly. But anyway, they called me that, and so I played. In retaliation, I put $20 worth of Dancing Queen by ABBA in and then left really fast.
That's an amazing story. And when he got to the apartment, he was like, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. There's an angry mob. I believe we looked out the window, and there were like, I don't know how many guys there were out.
God only knows what I said or did on the way out. You know, we lived together back then, and roommates. And those were different times. And
I'm sorry.
Crazy things happen. No, it's a lovely aside. When old friends meet, these things will happen. But meanwhile, we know you got to cross the floor, and you're going to mess with that gum, but let's let our friends get across the room first if they can. So, how about you, Colin?
Success.
All right, that's great. And how about anyone fail? No. Sounds like
No, but I do have a game rule question.
Okay.
When you draw multiple cards and then keep the best one, what do you do with the other cards? Do they go in the cards you've already played, or they go back in the deck?
No, they just go to the side. So, like, through the game, you have some tension of knowing, hey, I haven't drawn a black or red Joker yet. Shit, blah, blah, blah. You know, that type of thing. And then when your deck's all played, you reshuffle. Although it doesn't actually say that in the rules. And you can get these rules, by the way, at nerdglowson.com. And you can hear all the music for this, except for the singer-songwriter shit. That was, the rest of the music is by Scott Rev, the Wizards of Filth. The band Pure Filth actually has done the soundtrack for this. And you can the entire double album at Brighton Street Ghosts. But everybody gets across the floor, and then Captain Sensation decides to pop the gum, put it in his mouth, step on it. What do you do?
Yeah, but I'm going to put it in my mouth.
Okay. Well, you put it in the mouth, and you can still sense a bit of, what is that? That's just us. Oh, that feels good. And you, but it immediately almost, pops from the pressure of being in your mouth, and it tastes beautiful. But the official way I've written this is that you become robbed of dignity. You become robbed of dignity for as many turns of exploration in the game as I draw a card here. So, well, luckily for you, it could be worse because we have for the next 3 exploration turns. That means like little rooms or scenes. You're going to be robbed of dignity, and so as you're role playing, I need you to understand that you have no dignity whatsoever. If you had, I think you had a little bit to begin with, but you've lost it.
Like that, you could say that about anybody in the real world who picks up chewed bubblegum and puts it in their mouth.
Well, that's part of the joke. But you would have actually been robbed of dignity had you even just popped it or whatever. And there's
it's magical. It's
magical. You instantly realize it when it goes on. In fact, now you realize you read you had a report somewhere. This is actually, you've heard that Lay Whip the Sexual, who's the singer actually, the Wizards of Filth, has a bubblegum blowpipe, with various bubblegums of different powers, and so perhaps they are definitely here as proof. And you've gotten them, but you know what? We'll have to find out more in our next episode because we're gonna leave you there for now.
You're going to leave me here without any dignity? Just completely...
We're leaving the Rev.
Piece of used gum in my mouth?
This won't be the first.
Worthless...
Won't be the first time I've walked off leaving you collapsed, with no dignity, or anyone here. And we won't even tell any stories about Ryan from the old days because,
Nope.
He's a respectable adult now.
That's all.
And they all involve me being naked.
They all involve Ryan's penis. I mean his penis in some way. But anyway, we might talk more about that later, but not right now.
We might talk more about Ryan's penis later.
There are various ways in which it's popped up.
Not right now.
Yeah. We for sure will talk about Ryan's penis.
We guarantee nothing, but anyway, that's it. I will. But we'll all talk to you guys next week. Tune back in. See you later.
Beelzebub in these shoes, where I was born in these blues, electrophonic and blues, the blood and news, the filthy king with the bruise. I hope they don't make you chew. I like to send to a groove, a bass so kinky it screws.
Hey Hey everyone, if you like this podcast, consider leaving us a good rating and or review, and subscribe to us wherever you can. We've got a YouTube channel and a Discord server, as well as merchandise available at TeePublic. Find our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. You can find all those links and more at Linktree/GooniesWorld. Thanks for listening.